My name is Gnoman. I have existed for longer than most countries. If you really want to know my origins, then go watch the Gnome Fairytales, Origin of the Evil. The link is in the description. I think instead I will tell you of one of my favorite mass killings I perpetrated. It was a beautiful summer in London. I had just finished a lovely lunch of long pork and jam when I saw a poster for circus auditions at a local arena. The poster said that a traveling circus needed a new magician to make concessions for the crowd during the performances. Normally, I would just shrug these things off and go find a homeless person to strangle, but there was just something I couldn't let go. My inner showman told me this was an opportunity I couldn't pass up. Unfortunately, I was wanted by London police for breaking into Buckingham Palace and urinating on the Queen's brunch, so I couldn't just walk around in my normal garb. I went to a local shop and stole a lovely crimson cloak and a matching mask. After making a quick stop to get some hair product and a lighter so I could stiffen my beard and have a cigarette before my audition, I set off. On my way to the arena, I took a few minutes to stab a couple of tourists so I could add bladder to my costume and give it a proper look. When I got there, there was a troll in charge of signing up. I hate trolls. They're loud and disgusting, and this one thought he was quite funny. He made quite the disparaging comment regarding my height, saying that they weren't really looking for bite-sized treats and that that's all they really expected from someone as small as me. Of course, being the bigger person, I told him the only bite-sized snack they would see would be after I castrated him. I informed him that I planned on making cotton candy with what I affectionately called a sweet tooth fire spell, and that he would not only be eating his words, but the delicious sugary treat I would conjure up. I watched for several hours as various wannabe hacks created living chocolate birds and rabbits, conjured cookies from dust, and there was even this one guy who made giant bonbons infused with a spell that made everyone enjoy everything they saw for 3 hours. I knew they didn't stand a chance against my brilliance. So when it finally came to be my turn, I stepped up on stage, waved my hands, and conjured 40 metric tons of cotton candy sugar from thin air. Just as the cloud filled the arena, I noticed the owner wasn't actually paying attention. Now, of course, I got slightly upset at this. I had spent my whole afternoon watching these terrible acts, and this jackass wasn't even going to watch. I don't think so. I felt the rage well up inside and lost control. My first thought was of the hairspray and lighter I bought, so I pulled them out and let the fire fly. I killed 303 people that day when you count the tourists and my lunch. The Crimson Gnome is still wanted to this very day, and the owner of that shitty circus went out of business. Moral of the story? Pay attention to me or die. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed my little trip down memory lane, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
It's the Gnome Fairy Tales with the Evil Gnome. Thanks for stopping by, hope you had a good time, maybe a laugh or two. It's the Gnome Fairy Tales with the Evil Gnome. Please don't cry, now we say goodbye with the Evil Gnome.
Until next time.